Hi, I'm Richard Kimball.
I'm Tommy Kimball. No, I'm Tom Burns.
We are both a part of Richard Kimball and the Docents, and we have another band that we don't have a name for yet, but we'll get to that eventually. Clash.
King Kong, 1933.
For me, absolutely everything, like politically, it affected me. I mean, it changed the way I've thought about everything. Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
I still like Big Monsters, and I love Max Steiner, who did the original score for that movie, and it inspired me to become a film composer myself.
Well, one of the one I talk about a lot was, and this is kind of sad, I told Tom this the other day, I was in a band called Fiscadoro, and our next to last show was in Galveston, Texas, and it was during some motorcycle rally outside. It was really cold, and we're playing outside, and there was like this wooden space that we're on. We're like on like a porch. And we played the set, and right close to the end of the set, maybe like a song or two near the end of the set, for some reason, I took my guitar and I took it off and I threw it up in the air, and I don't know if I planned to catch it because it might look cool or something, but no, it just went crashed in the ground, and it busted really bad. Yeah, but the thing is, after the set, all these people came up to me saying that was one of the greatest thing they've ever seen. It was so much fun, but I don't know why I did it, but it was memorable for me and for all the people.
One show sticks out in my mind. We played at the Delancey down on the Lower East Side, and I was playing in a band called the Kimballs, of all things. And so, like, we were supposed to go on, like, I don't know, around 11, then it turned into midnight, then it's like 1 o'clock, and we're like, what is going on? And it turned out the band that was supposed to play before us was holding us up, and we didn't know why, and then all of a sudden, the guy from the band comes out, and he's all, like, painted red, like Satan, and he's wearing stilts, and he comes out, and he's like, "Mwah!" And it turns out that they were just busy, like, painting him like Satan all that time. So we didn't go on till like 2 o'clock. And then there was a broken bottle fight after all that happened. So
it was definitely in high school. I didn't play guitar until after high school. I didn't get a guitar until after high school. But I used to listen to the show on WFMU, Pat Duncan's show, hardcore punk show. But he didn't just play that, he played weird noise stuff, so like I'd hear like these weird tape loops, and I started making tape loops with tape recorders, and I really enjoyed it. But it was fun to do, and I'm like, maybe I can keep doing music like this. And eventually I started a band, and that's when I got a guitar, when I started the band, because they need somebody to play guitar. Like my first show, I did not know how to play, but I did. And
play pretty good now.
Thank you.
For me, my dad was a musician, and he played professionally for a while, mostly before I was born, but he played upright bass. My mom was into music too, and she used to actually get paid to sing at people's like weddings, like in church. But that was before I was born too. Music was always big in my house, and there was always some music playing, and so I guess I got the idea from that.
For us, music was playing in our house all the time too, but it was like classical music. I didn't really like it. I don't know about you.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember it? Wow. I just couldn't stand it. But like in 5th grade, then I talked my mom into buying me an Adam and the Ants record. Like, so I soon started listening to my own stuff that I could find. And actually, you know what else? There's also, we were in Hamilton, where Colgate University is, listen to WRCU, the Colgate radio station. And I growing up, I hated rock music. I thought it was stupid. I did not like it one bit. I was only into Christmas records, basically from the 40s through the early 70s. And actually, I still am to this day, and I have hundreds of them. But listening to WRCU, the Colgate station, that night, I tuned in because the DJ, it was a Sunday nights, and he would play old radio dramas from like the 1930s or whatever. They had radio dramas for like The Shadow and another radio drama.
I just know like comedy ones, like Abbott and Costello.
Yeah, sure,
like
stuff like that. Yeah,
yeah.
but so I listened to old time radio stuff. And this one night though, that DJ wasn't on the air, and there was this guy named Mark Sullivan who was the DJ, and he was playing punk stuff. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It was incredible to me.
Yeah.
And then years later, I ended up meeting Mark's brother, Bobby. Well, I've emailed him and talked to him on the phone. He was in a band called Soulside. So everything comes around in the circle, eventually.
When I was a freshman in high school, I had like older, cooler friends that actually were in a band, which was like as cool as it got, right? You know, they were like, okay, Tom, you're pretty cool, but like you need to be cooler. So they, at the end of like probably in June, they gave me a stack of records in like a canvas bag, and they were like, okay, your summer assignment is you need to listen to these records. And like, you know, they're only a few years older than me, but they're like schooling me, right? It was like Patti Smith, Television, Talking Heads. I remember Violent Femmes was in there, Velvet Underground. And so like all summer long, I'm like, okay, they told me to do this, I better, you know, so I'm like listening to them. And as soon as I put the needle down on Television, Marky Moon, the song See No Evil, first song side A, it goes Janet, I was like hooked. I was like, yeah, I want to do this. This is what I'm doing. So.
I think back then too, being in a band held a lot more value than it would now. Bands and seeing bands was more important than it was now, especially like in small clubs and things. What do you say? So it's different now. It's hard, yeah. But you see, we still do it. We still want to do it.
I remember at one point, like when I was like probably like 18, 19, I looked at all the tapes in the bottom of my car, you know, that they would just be, you know, getting baked in the sun. And I looked at all of my tapes, and I realized that they were all my friends' bands.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at that point, like they were all my friends' demos and stuff like that.
And that's what scene building's all about. You know, you and your friends put something together, making it happen.
It's all about expanding your horizons.
That's right. Start a show and talk people into letting you play at their store or whatever. Do something, something. Just start small, and then people will come out and see you.
And do something for your music every day.
Yes.
Like you've got to practice every day. Like no matter what it is. Like if you want to be like a virtuoso violinist, obviously you have to do that every day. But even if you want to be like a punk rock drummer or guitar player, you have to do it every day. And if you want to write songs, you have to, even if you write one line, right?
That's what I was saying the other day. Yeah.
Do something every day.
Thank you so much.
You got it.